So things that I got going on with that, what inspired that is my father has been doing 29 years in the penitentiary for, the L.A. gangs out here. My dad has won him, Raymond Washington, Tookie Williams, and Mike Conception started Crip down here in Los Angeles, California. A lot of people know that I'm a young prince, and I really actually come from Kelsey. That's my father.
No question.
And he's doing the book. So what inspired me to do the new mixtape called Well Protected is one of my business partners from Six Deuce. A lot of people from Los Angeles and from there know what that is. Got murdered at one of my video shoots 2 years ago over the things that I'm telling you about by guys not being incorporated and, just hating on another man's success.
Right.
Because L.A. is real tricky down here, man. The thing that we've been having right now is a lot of us have been hating to see each other come up instead of merging together and really doing records together.
Right.
And we all know each other talented. It's just basically off of pride and egos and shit like that. But a lot of us really are cool, grew up together. But, when you get different sets in your ear, different group of people in your ear, people feed people bad information.
Yeah.
So what inspired me to do the new mixtape was my dad's coming out with a book. He's a 5-star general. He runs a lot of the California penitentiaries, I say about 19 yards from where he's just at right now. And I did like my mixtape like a soundtrack to the book. The book is coming through A&E, Barnes & Noble, CNN. I'm sitting down with a lot of them right now, discussing percentages and graphic work and stuff like that. So that inspired this whole new mixtape to come a different way, and I'm pushing it through corporate because my new mixtape is not drug dealing talk. It has street rap in it because that's where we come from. But it's basically telling everybody, kind of like how Jeezy did his thing. Jeezy flipped the D game into a metaphor where it worked for him in rap. He's not actually saying, I pushed this, but he got songs that you got to use your imagination for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no
doubt. And anybody that's in the game, they understand it and pick it up.
Yeah, no
question. So
that,
this is basically a mixtape sponsoring my dad's book that's bringing in Los Angeles and the new corporations of how the youth need to push,
Right, no question. And so here's a question I got for you, man, and coming from, where you come from, explain a little bit or give us a little insight on how you was able to stay focused on what you trying to do, through all of the madness and the negativity that may have been going on around you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
well, basically coming from a family, man, of, that's my father, bro, and, growing up in it, I wasn't always messing with the help. I was always messing with 5-star generals.
Yeah.
And having a dad that's, been incarcerated for 29 years, bro, it gave you different visions. You're really hearing it from people that's actually in there that control things, that's letting you know, don't come here.
Right.
Don't do it this way.
Yeah.
You never know a man's secrets. You never know a woman's secrets. Different pointers. And some of these guys don't have mentors over them, bro, that tell them the authentic real. I never could be a fraud if I'm trying to push something so real. It's like you never could be a good teacher if you're not learning yourself.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? Still learning because you always have to grow. So if you're a good listener and you take information well, bro, it's like biblical. It's like the Bible. You can't make the same mistakes as somebody telling you unless you want to make them, and you just want to test them out to see if the stove is really hot.
Right.
When the stove is really hot. But if somebody telling you, the stove is really hot, look at my burn scars from it. I like my father told me, I never wanted to be out of your life, but I created this for myself. We was pushing Crip. Like my dad taught me, Crip was supposed to be a corporation. We, like he said, your era, the era before you, and the guys that didn't understand the history of it brought the colors into it.
No doubt.
So that's why everybody can't figure it out in L.A., why they do the color thing, because it wasn't for that. It was for a brotherhood. Crip was supposed to be for, like, YMCAs and,
right.
Youth things and tutoring and stuff like that.
Right.
Yes, it became a color thing because Crips wasn't blood. Right. So, Bloods were the red. So if people really know the history, they'll understand that. See, a lot of these guys don't know the history, so when you hear them and you talking, you can pick a fraud, and the truth is always going to be up a lie in the corner.
No question. You know what I'm saying?
So that's what inspires some of that, and that's what kept me straight on the track of focus. Because I feel like it's like Tookie's son. Me and Tookie's son is real close. Stanley Williams.
Okay.
A lot of people know him. that came from Carson because he played with us with Blue Da Vinci and me at Victoria Park from Pop Warner all up. You know Blue Da Vinci real well from BMF,
No doubt.
which is my joint, right? You know, a lot of them played with us, and Stanley got life. You know, me and Blue is about one of the only ones in Young Rocket that comes from our territory that really makes noise and in music and different ventures because we understood, you know, the celebrity status point of it and things like that. You know, certain things, man, can't be mimicked, and like I said, the truth will always be up a lie in the corner. You know?
Yeah, no doubt about that. So tell us, man, right about now, what you doing? What you doing these days? Is you traveling, you touring? You know what I'm saying? Like who you involved with right now? You know what I'm saying? What type of projects that you got going on? You know, just hit us with the 411. Let us know what's really happening right now.
Yeah, so right now, what's really happening right now, I just left Canada, went to Washington.
Yep.
I'm in Oregon right now. I'm in Portland. Right now, I'm on my way back to Los Angeles. Right now, I'm just building facilities. I have another facility that I just built in Bakersfield, like a 3,500 square foot building, theater room, any production thing. We do some of the photo shoots for some of the porn actors that come through, and they want to do the DVD in boxes and stuff like that. So I'm moving it like real corporal.
Yeah.
And then I'm opening up another facility in Calabasas by the Kardashian shop right now as we speak, as soon as I step down. So basically what I've been doing is investing because I figure if, let's say, entertainment doesn't work out the way I want it to, I'm still a young corporate boss.
No doubt.
So I always felt like what I would do was still run facilities and stuff like that, and still have them, you know, come there and record, you know, rent it out, take their photos and stuff, and still live like that, you know?
Ain't no question about that. You know,
So I did a 50 Cent venture, you know?
Yeah, all day long. You know what I'm saying? But that's the way it's supposed to get down. You know, and a lot of these cats don't really understand that, and that's why we actually was blessed, man, to have you with us today. You know what I'm saying? For you to kind of actually break it down and explain some things to these cats. You know what I'm saying? To give them maybe a different vision from hearing the voice that you are speaking right now. You know what I'm saying? So you know,
correct.
Yeah, ain't no question about that, baby. We already know that's what they call you, the Black Diamond. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Yeah, exactly. The most expensive jewelry on the market, bro.
You know what I mean? If a cat don't really understand, if he sat here and he listened to what you just said, you know what I'm saying, he will understand, you know what I'm saying, the focus and the direction that you're going, and they do call you Black Diamond. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, man, you know, we appreciate you coming out, man, and spending your time with us, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, and really dropping some jewels to some cats out there that really may not understand the game, you know what I'm saying? And before we go, man, I want you to shout out and I want you to plug everything and everybody, man, that's in your camp, that's in your life, man, that helped you get to the place that you are today.
Okay, for sure. So I want to give a big shout out to my Joint Sauce Money cousins. And they have Big Q from Detroit, Big Z, Bullet, Money B, Shock G, Mo Preem, Tupac brother, Cletus Mack, Sex in the Studio, which is Money B cousin, my pops Big Kelsey, that's doing time right now, Lancaster Penitentiary, my cousin Eric B, in New York, here from Eric B and Rakim, a lot of us, KC JoJo, Meech, Tupac rest in peace, Biggie, Lil C's. I'll give a shout out to Blue Da Vinci, my joint, BMF holding it down, Rocket that come from where I come from that's really making noise, DJ Clue, you know, a lot of people, man. I can just keep name dropping Razzcast, from Yuck Mouth to Numb, Free Nummy Numb, for the Loonies, Craig Mack, Black Rob, Fat Joe.
Keep going.
You know, a lot of people, Chaz, MAFIA Magazine, for even making it happen. MafiaLive, one shout out to y'all, one shout out to the New York, and one shout out to the West Coast and to the Bay, all the way to L.A., everywhere else, you know?
So, yeah, no doubt. And so if the cats, if somebody out there right now wanted to link with you, baby, you know what I'm saying, you know, they let them know what your Twitter sign is or what your website, you know what I'm saying, and you know, or maybe they just have to come through Mafia.
Yeah, exactly. I tell everybody like this, come through Mafia because we cooking up something real big. And like I said, I'm a young corporate boss, so everything with me is authentic, you know, and things are still getting built right now because it's going to be a lot of run through this, and it's always good to blow up when they don't see you coming.
No
you know?
doubt. Yeah. Hey Black, baby, I appreciate it, man. It was beautiful that you came out, man. You spent your time with us. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like we always say, anything that we can do, you know what I'm saying? Mafia is right here with you.
And big shout out. Oh, let me say this, and big shout out to Tiger Hood, one of my main producers, and Big Matt.
Yeah.
People where I'm at right now that's putting it down. Lucas. I forgot to say that because they're my real joints.
Yeah.
So Tiger Hood is like some of the first singles that's coming out there. 2 or 3 of them will be from him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's my joint from Sacramento. That really puts it down. It's like a brother to me, man.
Yeah.
And I couldn't forget that. So not to cut you off on that, I just had to put that in there because that's like my real joint. El Trey back from the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Delamo that's listening. All my homies back down in Carson, in the 190 block that know where we represent and everything. And we're going to keep it crumpled, man, and keep pushing, you know?
No question. Hey, and also big shout out to Cheese, baby. Hey, Cheese, baby, we just want to send this out to you, man, let you know, man, we couldn't get this done without you, you heard? So I just really wanted to throw that in. And, yo, Black, baby, it was beautiful, man, and, you know, I love what you do, man. Continue on doing the things you're doing, you know what I'm saying? And we definitely going to stay on top of everything that's coming out of your camp, you heard?
All right, for sure, man. And one love to y'all, New York Radio and everything that y'all got.
No doubt, baby.
Mafia.
Yeah,
you know?
Mafia, baby.
And one love, man, and tell everybody out there, man, I love them. Be looking for me coming.
No doubt.
Well protected, the new mixtape, you know?
No question. Mafia Magazine Radio, baby. Peace.
All right.